Kapul piso here. I'm going to talk today about a few facts that everybody seems to ignore. All scholars, neurologists, scientists, mentally healthy folks, also known as atheists, seem to ignore this. I repeat it ad nauseum. We create God with our brains. Psychotropic substances can alter its performance. We have this interesting thing that happened in Texas. The Mormons, the Christ-Psychotics Mormons.
Over 40,000 years ago, religious beliefs began with the pleasures of sex and the mysteries that it brings. The milk, the semen, ladies' milk was considered the river of life. It created. The Egyptians clearly depicted this 5,000 years ago.
The temple was supposed to be a very holy place. No one but members of that sect were supposed to go in there, and perhaps now we know why.
Here the perverted Christians are mutilating a baby's penis.
Well, seems like they practice pedophilia and bigamy and polygamy and all that. That's natural. It's absolutely natural in all religious beliefs. Everybody knows, I believe, a religious belief or faith is caused by a malfunction of the brain. Brain creates God. The religious beliefs and sex are interlinked. You cannot change it. It's like the nature of water is wetness.
In Roman paganism, the Romans view babies as bringers of life. Christians turn them into a sick, perverted, erotic thing. This is
the belief in life after death, spirit, soul, and all the commandments, everything started in Egypt 5,000 years ago, even in some cases before, in some cultures. But sex, they didn't know what it was. The penis was equated with the sun, and the sun rays fertilizes the earth, makes things grow. They have liquids. Ladies' tits, mammary glands exude a milky fluid, the same like the semen. In ancient times, they didn't know the difference. They believed it was sacred, and they performed sex in rituals that were religious.
In this Renaissance painting, the Virgin Mary is shooting her breast milk into the saint's mouth. In this one, the same thing. Baby Jesus could be shooting his secret semen.
The Christians, after they took over the Roman Empire and the cult of Julius Caesar in the 4th century, they adopted all these sexual practices. And there was a conflict between the desire, the libido, which is normal in every human being, and the idea that the sex, it was a sinful nature. So we have a dichotomy here. But Christianity, or Christ-Psychosis, I believe is a mental illness, is a form of schizophrenia. It doesn't belong in the 21st century. It's a 5th century belief. So people that are believing this imaginary friends are retarded. But Christianity causes pedophilia, causes sexual aberration. All sexual abnormalities are caused by religious beliefs. Christianity in the case of the United States, as we can see here.
A Christian painting of a boy in erotic pose. Notice the ram, which represents the penis, and look at this, sucking a penis, a saint.
In ancient times, over 5,000 years ago, the sex and religion interlink. This is very clear. The fact is, or the facts are in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Papyrus of Ani. You have fellatio, you have sex, you have the penis, view as a god that created the universe, but he got attuned, that became erect, and he spilled his seed creating the universe. Every religious beliefs copy this. The religious of the Egyptians, the religious beliefs are interlinked. Sex, creation powers of male and female, our sexual organs, that's what we create, and this is a fact. I mean, you don't get together with a lady, you don't visit the cave of creation, and deposit in your offerings, there's no people, no matter how much you pray to your imaginary friend. These are facts.
2,300 years ago in the island of Delos, here is Apollo, the sun god, in the shape of a penis. The Christians mutated this in the snake, which is a penis.
Christianity copied all that, but turned into a thing. And these people are, in my view, they're mentally ill. They suffer from a form of schizophrenia. And they cause pedophilia, genocide, immorality of all kinds. They see things this way, they're anti-science, they're completely perverted. And this is the reason we see this in this Mormon, Christ-Psychotic Mormon sect. The fundamentalists, they say. Now, all religions are the same way. They're all the same thing. They all believe, all the Christian sects, they all have this imaginary zombie Jesus, which, you know, all the characteristics that the man was a sinful, is a homosexual. Of course, Christ never existed. It was actually Julius Caesar. It's a mutation of the cultus Julius. But now we see the results. Pedophilia is a creation of child molestation. But they don't say child molestation. They don't say pedophilia. Even a 50-year-old man is marrying, you know, many 16-year-old younger women, you know, 14, 15-year-old. And this is not child abuse. Sorry, don't change words in here. It is pedophilia, as religious beliefs like Christianity is a form of mental illness. They do accept irrational fantasies to be reality, and they're all
Another erotic painting, Christian painting of John the Baptist. And here a crucifixion, a complete irrational thing. Notice the animals, and here is a Greek vase taking the semen, the sacred river of life, and another one representing almost the creation 300 years before BCE.
In ancient times, semen and the breast milk was considered the same liquid. And that's where the whole thing started. The Egyptian religion, 5,000 years ago, everything started with the penis, with a god attuned masturbating creating the world. It's obvious. This is a fact. You can see it in the papyrus of Ani. So there's no lies here. That's reality. Christianity doesn't believe. It's a form of mental retardation, the schizophrenia, because educated people that believe in zombie Jesus and intelligent designers, something is wrong with their brains. I'm sorry. And they do. People, no matter how much they pray, they get affected by the libido. They want a procreation instant. They get hard. They want to visit creative creation and create more people.
And it is very common for them to do the consummations of the marriages in front of others to ensure that God has witnessed the marriage.
This was taking place on this bed, but with an audience?
At times, yes, then that could be occurring, yes.
So the problem is the religion. Bigamy and polygamy and all that. Get real, people. Christianity, they should take these people to mental institutions and get their brains repaired. It is a fact. The whole problem is in religion. No matter what the neurologists tell you or anything like that, it is religious psychosis is the cause, Christ-Psychosis. Engenders every kind of immorality ever, because the people, they believe in the 5th century, not in the 21st century. We are in the 21st century. We know that God doesn't exist. It's a product of our brains.